Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there was a very heated debate on NTV between Kabando and Aden Kenan as far as the issue of police brutality in this country is concerned.
It is the heinous of crime and the satanism. It is diabolical for anybody, including the president, Ruto, and the deputy president, Ichungw'wah, to be congratulating the police force for killing innocent Kenyans.
I think we are digressing.
No, we are not digressing. You are uncomfortable because I'm criticizing them.
No,
let me.
I know you.
No, stop. You cannot suffocate me. You cannot suffocate me.
Of course, I cannot suffocate you.
I am not pro-establishment.
But I think let's debate.
It is my view, not your view.
Now, at the end of this video, you are going to appreciate that it is too hard to defend a government that is failing, so much incompetent, and a government that is infringing on human rights. Aden Kenan was asked a simple question as far as the issue of human rights is concerned. And this was the question: did you see any violence of human rights during the demonstration? The man did not answer that question. Very simple question. It's either yes or no. Then you can go ahead to explain what you're talking about. But for the rest of 1 minute, Aden Kenan talked. He never answered the question.
We have even external monitoring on state capture that addresses impunity and the graft. 90% of Ruto's cabinet will be in the committee. I am not sure that even Ruto will survive.
Thank you. Let's put a note on this one. Before we go, let's hang on this point of the human rights violation. I want to get clearly from you, Aidan. From where you sit, you've quoted social media, you've quoted media. Did you see any violation of human rights?
That is why the police. That's why.
Did you see any violation? It's a direct question.
I'll ask you this: we have one of the most reformist, one of the most progressive constitutions actually in Africa. And we have different. We have Kenya National Human Rights Commission. We have iPower. We have CID. We have police. This. Let them do their work. If there were individuals, allow me this.
With all due respect, you're not answering my question.
I'm coming to a point. I'm coming to a point.
No, we want to close on this because what I should do.
Okay.
Did you see any human rights violation?
Can I? You know, because I think I have the right to answer. Let me
answer for too long.
Yes, those agencies have already said they are investigating. Let's wait for the report of their investigation. If they are individuals culpable, because criminal responsibility is individual. Yeah. Within the police, within the inciters, within the public, let them face the full force of the law. That's the thing that I want to say.
Now, the truth is that Aden Kenan did not answer this question because then this man was here to defend impunity. And the most awkward thing is when you are defending a person who is violating human rights. Today it is someone else, tomorrow it will be you, your children, your wife, or your close relative. So it is better you set the record straight like what Kabando is doing in this video. As simple as that. And the man who ended up answering this question is none other than Kabando. And in Kabando statement, he was very clear and exposing the ignorance in Aden Kenan. Because then the truth is that by the fact that Aden Kenan did not answer that question, he was literally endorsing the transgression against human rights that was committed by police officers, endorsed by William Ruto, seconded by Inangungwa, and initiated by IG of police through the order he gave to the men who were in uniform brutalizing Kenyans.
Kenan, to respond for 10 minutes after my 3 minutes, I want to say this. Kenan, you cannot have your cake and eat it. I wanted us, perhaps we could have discussed other ideas where Kenya needs to make interventions so that we grow. But since it's about a Bill of Rights, just be clear. Don't be forwarding. Just be clear to say you're endorsing the atrocities and the murders of innocent.
Certainly no.
Let me tell you. I want you to look me in the face.
Certainly no, and you know it.
And I don't know it. Because what you are trying to do here is to apologize for UDA's transgressions against innocent people. You are telling us that Kenya National Commission on Human Rights that has just spoken the other day, that IPOA that just spoke the other day, that even the IG himself, Mr. Koome, who was the loudest man in town, condemning intentions to hold the protest even when notifications were given. No.
So, in the entire of this interview, the man who had enough courage to face William Ruto with the truth is Kabando wa Kabando. Adan Keino is an elected member of parliament, but we know he shifted to the Kenya Kwanza side. He was in the Jubilee Party, but now he's in Kenya Kwanza. Kabando wa Kabando, we know he was in Azimio. Despite the fact that he did not win an election, he is still in Azimio, calling a spade, not a big spoon. And this is the man who faced Ruto, Gachagua, and Koome with truth live on camera. They have violated human rights by supporting what police officers did, killing Kenyans. Things that we cannot repeat it because we have talked about this story again and again. What Kabando is telling Ruto finally is that if what is happening to this country will continue and they keep on endorsing, then Kenya is heading to what is happening in Niger and Burkina Faso. That is what he should be waiting for as the president. Because instead of being the symbol of unity, like what the constitution is putting it, Ruto has become the symbol of shame in this country, the symbol of destruction, the symbol of human rights violation, the symbol of anarchy. And that's why Kabando wa Kabando could no longer stomach these things and keep on listening to Adan Keino, bringing other issues out other than answering the question straight to the point. That is the kind of debate we had on NTV, and I think Kenyans are not blind. Despite the fact that we have individuals who are trying to, try to agree with what police did. You listen to Adan Keino, he's saying that we have independent bodies who are going to do investigation. It is so, it's okay, but we saw here United Nations condemning police brutality. We saw UNICEF for Children condemning tear gassing of children right in classroom. We saw human rights bodies coming out. They condemned this. International media was here, and no one was in agreement with what police was doing. Then someone comes here, it's me, instead of answering the question, he is just trying to protect what you can never protect. And this is how you look when you decide to protect heinous act. You look stupid and you look clueless, like what Keino is behaving on camera. And this is what Kabando finished this debate. Listen to him and drop your comment.
But the fact that people have been shot, even having a boy shot 9 times, and even a disabled woman in the house who cannot move, completely immobile, being terrorized. And you have 17, 18 people now lying in a morgue, as it was posted by my friend Peter Kaluma, the MP for Homa Bay. I think the heart of a Christian or a Muslim, as much as you want to be politically correct, should compel you to be compassionate and be sensitive. And they are saying, we don't support violence against the police, we don't support vandalism, we don't support stealing or molesting of other peaceful protesters. But in the same vein, you should say, it is the heinous of crime and the satanism. It is diabolical for anybody, including the president, Ruto, and the deputy president, Gachagua, to be congratulating the police force for killing innocent Kenyans.
I think we are digressing.
No, we are not digressing. You are uncomfortable because I'm criticizing them.
No,
let me.
I know you.
No, stop. You cannot suffocate me. You cannot suffocate me.
Of course, I cannot suffocate
I am not pro-establishment.
But I think
no,
let's debate.
It is my view, not your view. Even it is my view on national TV, I'm saying, President William Ruto, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who yesterday was shamelessly saying that leaders who are by
and
law...
I'm sure the discussion here is not about the president and the...
I'm talking. Why are you comfortable? What have they given you that you don't allow a politician like me to talk?
No, I think you're digressing.
No, are you the decider? You're not the moderator.
Let him make his point.
I'm making my point. You're not the moderator. Okay. You are getting increasingly uncomfortable. And let me tell you, injustice anywhere or injustice to anybody is a threat everywhere and a threat to justice to everyone. When you get the commander-in-chief and his deputy, yesterday the deputy was saying that those people, meaning there's me affiliated people who are supporting the protest, will not get their security back. And they're entitled by law. They are entitled by law that we are passed in parliament, that they shall be provided with their security in retirement. That even a personal guard of the leader of Azimio, Raila Odinga, was kidnapped. A security officer trained.
I think we're making a lot of generalized statements.
No. Okay. So
I am very specific, and let me, the last line.
Yes.
I am very specific. And I'm saying
violence. You need another cup of tea.
Violence, stop being petty. Violence on anyone is a violation. Violence or kidnapping or stealing from anyone is a violation. At the same time, and this is a point that I want to make, which I must make now.
Yes.
That when you have the people who have held the Bible and they sought to defend the Constitution, celebrating massacres and clapping and saying we are not going to give them security until they stop doing this, we are heading to totalitarianism that was perfected by Daniel Moi. And let me tell you, when you close all the avenues of justice, of rationality or logic and non-violence, you open avenues for Niger and Burkina Faso.